Hi folks, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail and this is my channel and I love listening to music. I just wanted to thank everybody who has just watched the channel and subscribed and suggested music to listen to. It's really appreciated, and also anyone that has donated to buy me a coffee. It's always in the link. If anybody enjoys a reaction, then you're very welcome to click on that link and yeah, just buy me a coffee and maybe suggest some music for me to listen to, which I am very happy to do. I had some absolute bangers from buy me a coffee, and but also, I mean, it's not. You can also suggest music to listen to in the comment section. Sorry, it's been a while since whenever I come back after a little break, it always feels like what am I doing? I mean that probably seems like it does with every video anyway, but yeah, just getting back into things and trying to get my brain in gear a little bit. So I'm now going to be reacting to a track by Yes. It's the first track on their album, on their second studio album, Time and a Word, from July 1970, and this is track 1, and it's called No Opportunity Necessary, No Experience Needed. And I believe this is a cover song by Richie Havens, so it's going to be an interesting start. So we have John Anderson on lead vocals and percussion, uh, Richard on guitar, electric guitar. We have Chris Squire on bass, Tony Kay on Hammond organ, Bill Bruford on drums. I think we had Peter Banks on, yeah, that was Peter Banks on electric guitar, but I think there was something that went on that he was then sort of replaced with Steve Howe. Anyway, I'm not really sure about that. I generally think that it was, yeah, so this track actually, yes, it definitely was a Richie Havens track, written by Richie Havens. Um, so this is a vinyl version, and what I have to say about Yes, I was having to think about this the other day, and I was thinking about two of the bands that I've kind of covered a little bit. Pink Floyd, some of their first album, and little bits of other stuff from them. Genesis likewise, and Yes, and there was something about how I felt about those bands that, I mean, this is generalizing. I kind of felt that with Genesis they were really good at telling stories and taking you on into like a fantasy world. With Pink Floyd they were good at exploring the underbelly of society a little bit, and the vibe I got with Yes was that even though all these groups could do exactly the same thing as each other, the vibe I got with Yes was that it was like listening to that first album was like going up to a tree and giving it a big hug. Um, and that's kind of really weird because my brother used to hug trees back in the day, but it's kind of felt like that real sort of reaching out to nature. And I don't know whether it's just a vocal delivery that of John Anderson that gives you that kind of feel, and the music as well. But it just kind of gave me that really sort of deep rooted kind of feel like this music comes from the earth. And that's not to say that the other two bands are any less. In fact, they're just three incredible bands. Um, but yeah, that's that first album. So I'm really looking forward to his second album. I did miss one track off that first album, which was a Beatles cover, and I didn't know that this one was Richie Havens actually. So, um, but as this is track 1, I will go with this and see what it sounds like. So this is a vinyl version of No Opportunity Necessary, No Experience Needed, and let's have a look, see if where they've gone from and where they're going to with their music. Can't remember if it was 1968, the first one. So there's a little bit of a gap. There we go. This is different. I gotta say, he's got so many. I can't really kind of place what this kind of music would sounds like. It's got so many different kind of vibes going on. I thought it was like a little bit jazzy, a little bit I don't know, a little bit bluesy. The way he's delivering, then it kind of still sounds a bit sort of psychedelic. But this is great. I didn't expect this. But this is such a kind of powerful, energetic start to the album. It's really really cool. Let me just take that back. And sorry for pausing it, by the way, but. Wow. That was a really, really full on beginning to this album. And um, do you know what? I'm really, really glad that I did listen to this first track tonight. It's just because my mindset from previous album was there was a few like faster tracks on there, but the tracks that took away with me in my mind was the more kind of gentle ones about yeah, just about the cycle of life and stuff. And but I have no idea what this track was about, but it just literally it assaulted my senses. There was so much going on. The drum thing at the end, that was just great. I just yeah, just I mean, I didn't know how it was gonna. I just got to take it back to the start, to be fair. And that very beginning bit just kind of reminded me of that little bit at is it in a Day in the Life, the Beatles. And then it kind of feels like it's ascending a little bit now. Is that pause? Yeah, that's crazy. And do you know what? Don't shoot me for saying this, but just what? Let me just take that. I'm sure this bit has been. Was this sampled or used in? Oh, you're gonna kill me for this. Was this used in Full Time Classics or Stars on 45? But also, there's a bit right here that kind of reminded me of an ELO track from around about the same time, maybe 1980. I can't think what it is. This bit now. See that bit me. I don't know how to kind of like describe that kind of music. But I know there's a name for it. I've heard this kind of music before, possibly from the 60s. It sounds quite deep, actually, John Anderson. Again, probably just my potted memory of listening to, he's like very really good at elevating his voice and hitting sort of certain notes. More than he is for like low notes. But trying to fit. I'm just trying to work out what this song could be about because, I mean, that sounds like a little bit kind of religious. Um, I know, man, he'd walk miles for you. I know your cross is heavier with every step. I don't know. I know, man, he would walk miles for you. Let me just think about that. You can tell your mama. She'd only tell you that she'd told you so. The life you're leading, she won't believe the riches of life we all know. Tell your mama that she'd only tell you that she told you so. The life you're leading. So is this about making a cross for your own back? Maybe I don't know, about overburdening yourself, about going down certain avenues that um, feel quite final. Maybe I'm not sure. Just my apologies, by the way. I'm kind of find myself re-listening to the whole track, but there you go. Great bass there. I love that. I love that. It doesn't. It's not like wake up and be something. It's just wake up and be yourself. Maybe we're looking for those changes in our life, but we're waiting for a moment that will never arrive, and we just need to just kind of break out of that, and be a little bit more ourselves, and just can't start living our lives, existing. Um, Again, when I start reading these lyrics and thinking about music, it kind of like it's quite life affirming, and I found that quite a bit with Yes in previous albums. So this is now I'm reading the lyrics, it's kind of making a little bit more sense to me. It might be a different story for somebody else, their interpretation. I feel like I'm listening to a western now, like watching a black and white western movie from I don't know, the 50s or something. Yeah, it's just gone from one thing to the other. Maybe that's it though. Maybe that's why that music is in there, is to it's that kind of sense of freedom. It's about getting on your horse and just kind of heading out to the big country without a care in the world, like a drifter or something, but free to kind of rediscover yourself. I love that little lyric pen. I kind of missed that as well. Step out in the night when you're lonely. Listen to the sounds that your ears don't hear. So listen to your heart, basically. Don't listen to the obvious things. Don't pick up the obvious things in life. Just basically listen to your heart. That's what I'm taking from it. So, and obviously you're lonely. It's dark, so your senses are, you don't have as many senses, working at that time of night. But yeah, I think it's saying don't listen to the sounds that your ears don't hear. So, these would be I don't know. It's just about the soul and the heart, I think. So it's really really cool lyric. Maybe again probably means something completely different to somebody else, but yeah, I'm picking that up. That's really nice. and that like grand finish, but very, very kind of sudden, very short finish. Yeah, I just had to listen to it again just to try and make sense of it. It had a bit more kind of cohesion for me this time, and yeah, I believe that for me it had more meaning just running through it again with all the little bits and bobs that were going on. And yeah, what a fantastic start to the album. I really, really enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Join me in the comments below. And do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. Till next time, take care of yourselves. It's wonderful to be back with Yes. And there will be more. I'm not going to hang around too long before I do another one. But, who knows with my track record. But yeah, I'll try and get back to this album as soon as possible because I jolly well enjoyed that.